Elon Musk is really trying hard to destroy Twitter, it seems like. He's spent $44 billion to buy the platform, and it's worth like half that or even less than that now. And he seems to be, wanting to accelerate that to zero with his newest thing that he says that he's going to implement. The big part of it being that unverified Twitter users will be limited to viewing 300 to 600 tweets a day, which is very weird because imagine if another platform did that, where on Twitter you have to pay what is it, $8 a month if you do it on the website, or like $12 a month or something if you do it through Apple. But imagine if another site did that. Imagine if YouTube said, if you don't have YouTube Red or YouTube Premium, whatever it's called now, if you don't have that, then you don't get to watch YouTube videos. You get 5 videos a day, and after that you can't watch any more videos. That would be a terrible business model. And these are the tweets that Elon Musk put out, so, hopefully I don't go over my limit here and can't use Twitter anymore. But he said, to address extreme levels of data scraping and system manipulation, we've applied the following temporary limits. Verified accounts are limited to reading 6,000 posts a day, unverified accounts 600 posts a day, and then new unverified accounts are 300 posts a day, which seems insane. Like, that just seems like a terrible business model. Like, you're running this platform, you want it to make money. The way that you're going to try and make money is getting people to, one, subscribe to Twitter Blue, maybe that's it, but the real scalable one is having them see ads, and if they can only see 300 posts a day, 600 posts a day, and then they're kicked off and they can't use Twitter anymore, you're only hurting yourself. And then I think he tried to clarify this or make this better or something, tweeting this saying rate limits increasing soon to 8,000 for verified, 800 for unverified, and 400 for new unverified, as if that makes it any better. This is insane. I can't imagine any other social media doing something like this. And like, what's the point? This is just, to me, bad business, right? To get people off of your platform is bad business. The entire point of this is you want people to stay on Twitter. You want them to spend more time on Twitter, see more ads, make you more money so that the platform can actually do something. But this is literally the exact opposite of that. And if you look at what's trending here, obviously, it's all these things about Twitter. Rate limit exceeded, damn Twitter, goodbye Twitter. And then, we even have these other things I pulled up before. RIP Twitter was trending, and this is everyone on RIP Twitter. It's just literally, I don't think this is too insane. Like, to do this seems like it's just bad business, especially, there is other platforms coming out, like Instagram's Twitter clone is apparently coming out. There's other platforms trying to be Twitter so that, and if they don't have these rate limits, then their stock just went up. People using those platforms just went up, especially if people are using Twitter and they get kicked off and they can't use Twitter anymore because they hit their rate limit. They saw 600 tweets, and I don't even know how long that would take. Scrolling on Twitter for 10 minutes, you could probably see pretty close to 300, 400 tweets. Like, I don't think it would be that insane to be going past your rate limit and getting kicked off of Twitter. Unless this is a ploy, right, to try and get more people onto Twitter Blue, because that has not converted very well at all. But I don't see, any benefit to that, really. Like, you have to pay $8 a month to use Twitter. Twitter is not worth $8 a month. Like, Twitter is great to scroll on. It can be good for some information and some spaces and stuff, but it's not worth $8 a month. It's really not. Like, it's not this insane place on the internet where it's just ridiculous value and you couldn't live without it. I don't think it's worth, like, subscribing just to be able to use Twitter. A couple other things that were trending on Twitter. Obviously, Elon was, after he said this, right? People just kind of clowning on him, making fun of him for, paying $40 billion, ruining the app. Some things that Elon does can make sense, but it's like, then he just goes and does things like this. Like, things he'd done on Twitter before the Twitter files was good to get out there. Actually having, people allowed to say things and not shadow banning and doing all this stuff that was happening before, that's a good thing. But doing things like this is not a good thing. And it's weird because the first part has nothing to do with really business. It's kind of like values and stuff. But the second part is business. And at the end of the day, Twitter is a business, And if you don't run it correctly, then your first part, your values that you want to bring to Twitter, don't matter because Twitter won't be around. And then you had the founder of Twitter and the former CEO and everything tweeting out a picture of touching grass, because I think Elon Musk said that. He said someone touched grass or something, which again is bad business, right? Just at the end of the day, it's just bad business to tell people you're going to kick them off of your platform and tell them to go touch grass. They're not going to do that, right? Like, yeah, it's a funny meme. Haha, wow, that's so cool. But they're going to go from Twitter to YouTube, from Twitter to Instagram, from Twitter to Facebook. They're not going to go touch grass. They're going to use competitors, and eventually they're going to stop coming back to Twitter if it keeps kicking them off. And this picture of touching grass, Elon Musk, he retweeted it. So, obviously he thinks this is the funniest thing. Haha, it's so funny. But it won't be funny when his $44 billion that he paid for Twitter, that's now worth less than half, goes to zero, and then Twitter implodes and goes bankrupt and everything. And this is the tweet right here that he's saying, like, touch grass. This is so funny. Someone saying your addiction's about to be broken, him saying to touch grass again. But again, it's just bad business, right? People should get off social media, right? It is insanely ridiculous to spend so much vast amounts of time on social media and the internet. Like, the real world is not the internet, and people mistake that, and it's never the case, right? The real world is completely different than the internet. But in a business sense, this just isn't something that would be smart to do. And I think he's doing it because AI is scraping Twitter data to, train their models and stuff. But it's just insane to try and do this to your platform. Like, why don't they just scrape Instagram, or Reddit, really? Like, I think Reddit's the place that they're mostly getting data from, but Twitter was a big thing too. But this can't be the answer because it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make business sense. And if Elon Musk is so big and mighty on, bringing values to Twitter, then you have to bring good business too. Because if Twitter's business doesn't work out, then your values don't matter because Twitter won't be around. That's going to do it for this video. As always, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next